throwback, y'all. Oh, man. Welcome to the Be Positive podcast, the Chicago Stories. I'm with my boy Darrian. I'm Dario. Thank y'all for joining us again. I'm going to jump right into it. I fucked up and got an early point last time. But please, if you like us, you love us.
Perfect timing.
Hey, I'm going to read this shit real slow. Subscribe and listen to us on these platforms and more. I'm not going through that shit no more, all right? That's ridiculous. It's not going to keep getting me on these goddamn points. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's cut to the shit right away. There it is. Darrian, how you feel?
Say your piece, King.
No, I'm not saying shit. I'm not getting no point.
Go ahead. Let's go over the platforms that we have on the screen, sir.
All right, fine. All right, here you go. Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Google, Stitcher, Radio Republic, and Overcast. God damn it, I did it.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We talking about practice.
Practice. Man, I was turned up. My brother. I wasn't ready to take another L that damn early. That's too early.
Hey, man, listen, you here. I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. You're doing big things.
Yeah. You know, we got a lot of big things going on.
Yeah, we got an hour.
We'll
see how it goes for both of us.
You said it ain't over. It ain't
over.
We just get started. Man, brother, how you feel, man? I see you got the NWO. That's old school,
hey,
man.
This is I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm energized.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We got a buddy on.
Yes.
And I'm excited for him to tell his story, man. I'm just pumped. Dude.
Yeah.
This is you guys, for those that don't know, okay, I've been watching wrestling since I was 2 years old, man. 2 years old. It got a little shaky.
Yeah.
Freshman year of high school, you know, because I started growing hair on my balls dropped and all that. And you start looking at girls a different way. So, you know, got a little shaky. I wasn't really comfortable watching men in tights. I was looking at ass. Different story now. You know what I'm saying? Different story.
Stop
Very
it.
comfortable. After freshman year, I was like, man, I love wrestling. I've been watching wrestling since I was 2 years old, man. It's the first thing that I've ever fell in love with outside of a human being. So, I don't know, man. It just takes me back to watching wrestling with my parents and my father, God rest his soul. But yeah, man, and I try to get my son into it as much as I can, wrestle around with him.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited.
I'm
excited.
You know, your enthusiasm got me enthused. You know what's crazy? I was already hyped for it. I knew what to expect this show.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny, ladies and gentlemen? I just want to let y'all know, everybody that's watching right now, we got 11 of y'all in here. Me and Darrian been doing this partnership thing when it comes to entertainment for like the last 2.5 years or so. We've been friends 14 years, and he had the audacity before the show to tell me to be ready. God damn it, do you know who I am? I mean, like,
I know who you are. You the hostess with the mostest, my dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to make sure we always here, but I want to make sure we're here.
Yeah,
today.
I just want to let y'all know. Man. I know this. I just want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen. That's how excited he is about this chapter right here. He wanted to let me know to be ready. I was like, bro, I'm ready.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
I see you.
I got some shades, and I don't wear shades.
Okay, what's up? Where they at?
I don't know, man. These like do something to me.
Put them on. Put them on.
I got my belt here.
Okay.
You know?
Get in character. What you talking about?
Title,
we ready.
I got the winged eagle back there.
Okay, I see you.
Great, man. You know, I got the shades and they just do something to me, man.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh. What's happening?
Dario!
What's up?
What's up, my brother? What's cracking?
What's up, my boy? What's going on?
Hey, how you doing? Ladies and gentlemen out there watching out there in TV land or listening to us right now in your headphones, in your car, wherever you may be, welcome to the Be Positive Chicago Stories podcast.
Let's go.
It's Dario Durham, and I am a man. Kiss the screen, kiss the ring, but I ain't got one. D-Lou is in the building. I'm here.
He here, y'all.
I am here.
The champ is here.
How are you, brother? I am doing well. I am doing great. I just feel a certain amount of energy flowing through my body, man. And you
Boy.
know why? Because it's chapter 29, and we are here with a fantastic guest. A fantastic guest.
Yes.
I want you guys to listen to me for a second. All right?
Get it.
Listen to me and look at my face. Me and Dario, we're going to set the table for you guys. We're going to set the table for you to feast. Okay? We're going to set the table for you to listen to a story of a man who has a dream. Like Martin Luther King.
Let's go. Like Martin Luther King, you hit it?
Just like that. Just like that. We're going to set the table for you guys. Because chapter 29, we are here in this moment, in this time, in this minute, in this second, 7:07, and I feel alive.
Let's go.
Alive and grateful.
Let's
I
go.
feel grateful, Dario.
Man, I'm blessed. Highly favored. Hey, look, you got me so hyped up. You know, look.
Talk to me, brother.
What's up? What's up?
Let's go.
What's up?
Let's go.
We hyped. You got me hyped. God damn it.
Let's go.
Shit.
That's what I'm talking
This
about.
different. This different. Oh my goodness. This
Hey,
a boy.
It is different. It's different. And you know why it's different?
What's
You know
up?
why we feel alive? Because we got the support of the people.
Let's go.
People that's been with us since day one. Chapter 1.
Prelude. What's up?
Chapter 1. The prelude.
The prelude.
All those people have been with us. And you know what they said about us, brother? You know what they said?
What they said? What they
in
said?
Season 2. They said in season 2, we should be down and out.
We
should have never came back. And you know why?
Why?
Because we lost some people.
Ooh.
We lost some people.
Ooh.
Well, you know what I say? You know what I say, brother?
What's up? Talk to me.
Subtraction is addition.
Let's go.
Subtraction is addition.
Boy,
And we're
they don't
here
know.
right now. We're here for a reason in season 3. We're here in season 3 because of all these people that's watching and all these people that's listening. All of the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every single one of them.
People. The people.
Dario, do me a favor.
Holla. Talk to me.
You hear that?
I hear it. I hear it.
You hear him?
I hear it.
I know you hear him.
I hear it.
I hear him too.
I hear it.
That's each and every one of those people that's been supporting us.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear
Wrapping
it.
it up for us.
I hear it.
Watching the podcast.
What's up? Talk to him.
Listening to the podcast.
Listening. What's up?
They've been relishing in our greatness.
Huh?
And every single guest that we've had on, every guest greatness. Listen, people, y'all heard the man at the top of the hour. Right at 7 o'clock, he said it. We want you to rate, like, subscribe, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, MTV, BT,
Let's go.
MTV,
Fucking
NBC, TNT,
CBS.
whatever it
Shit.
may be. We just want you to support us because we are here for each and every one of you. Chapter 29, we're in the building, and I'm ready to roll. What
Woo!
about you, Dario?
Man.
One more time.
Woo!
My brother. Shit.
Boy, what the fuck is going on? Boy, you almost made me put my nerd ass glasses on. God damn, boy.
Bro.
Got me spitting on all this damn electronics over here. Shit. Okay.
Do something to me, bro.
All right.
All right.
I'm ready. Shit.
Chapter 29.
Yeah, we lit. We okay. All right, that's different.
Hell.
That's different.
All right.
Mike skills is on point, my brother. Shit.
Hey, listen. I'll try, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Man.
My mic skills are shitty compared to this man that's gonna be on the podcast in a few minutes, man. His commentary is astronomical.
Well, you did, man, boy. You out there on the ledge with that one. I like.
Hey,
You did. Yeah. You know what? The whole time I was like, please don't let him mess up doing his mic skill, because I don't want to have to interrupt and be like, look, that's a point that count.
No, we here.
We here. Man, my brother. Well, you done set the tone, man. You done set the tone for the show. Man, I want our guest to rate that after when he come on. I need a rating. I need a see.
No, let's not do that.
No.
I don't deal well with criticism.
You don't get that. Man, you know what, man? Look, I can tell you done had a good week, man. You had a good week. I know you've been building up for this, man. I had a great week. What happened over this weekend? Well, look. I'm gonna tell the people I'm had some good meetings, some good conversation. We had our first ever Saturday Night Lights live show. Yeah, that was fun. It was a nice little vibe.
Off the chain.
Off the chains there, my guy. I mean, like, it was, I'll be honest, that was one of the top 5 moments at my buddies, man. One of the top 5 moments, man. It's
Hey,
yeah.
say the word.
Bruh, it was, you couldn't describe it, man. It was undescribable. That was just, everybody hit. Everybody went up, man, and just absolutely crushed the sets, man. So I'm still kind of hyped over that Saturday, man. Like, if this is what's to come, I'm all for it. I'm all for it, my brother. We got, check this out, too. Check this out. I've had some conversations with another comedy club here, and, you know,
start speculating.
Yeah. Y'all go ahead.
Start speculating.
Yeah, think about what y'all put in your heads. What's happening? Just y'all know who I am, and y'all know what energy I bring. That's all I got to say. But Darrian, we talked about this. I didn't had a graphic last time that we talked about it. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. The Young Artist series, and I wanna talk about that a little bit. Before, I'm trying to get, if you notice, I'm trying to get all of our shit out the way because I want to get to our guests, man.
Let's get it out the way.
I'm trying to get this shit out the way.
Time as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I feel like this is gonna be a fun one, especially for those that love wrestling and entertainment. You know what I mean? So, the Young Artist series. It is it's a series, obviously meant for young artists, and we're doing music, spoken word, comedy.
We doing what?
Music. I didn't say nothing
okay.
right.
I don't know.
No.
I thought you was gonna say we doing musty or something.
No.
Like, musk.
No. We did.
Mural.
Music.
I said mural.
I said music.
Music.
I said.
Sound like Medea.
I'm on my Tyler Perry flow. What's up? You know what I mean?
Music.
Yeah. We got that. We got that coming. Something. It's fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is only a week away, and you know how we get down in the fourth quarter. I'm excited about that. So y'all be on the lookout for that. If you know anybody out there that's got some young talent out there, we talking young, man, because we want to bring them, put them on stage, give them some exposure to entertainment environment type style, whatever they want to do, display their talents. So go ahead, Darrian, what's up?
Now listen, okay? If you did not get a chance to tune in the topics last week, when me and TJ, we do something that's called Be Positive announcements, okay? B+ announcements, all right?
Yep.
Even though this Young Artist series is designed for kids, do not bring Pookie and them up in there and embarrassing y'all. Don't do that because we are comedians and everybody can get it.
Everybody get it. Ain't nobody safe. Shit. Boy, don't try us. Don't try us. What else we got? I'm trying to run through them. Oh, folks, we got something special for y'all this Saturday. Darrian, I just want to run. Don't say nothing. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I won't.
This Saturday at. Give me a time. The time that's good for you. Give me a time.
10 a.m.
This Saturday at 10 a.m. Like Saturday morning cartoons, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you be looking out on the Be Positive Productions page. That's all I'm going to say. Saturday at 10 a.m. Make sure that you are looking on Facebook at Be Positive Productions page. And most of y'all off on the weekends. Just make sure that you look. That's all I'm going to say.
It is lit. It's lit.
Yeah.
It's lit. That's all I got to tell y'all. Hey, Darrian, I want to ask you first. I do have a promo if you would like me to, a teaser, if you will. I can run it. If you don't want me to run it, you say word.
Run the teaser.
Run the teaser. People, we got a teaser for y'all,
Sorry,
man.
Mom. I said the F word, Mom. You watching?
No,
Sorry.
Look, hey, it's all good. We got a teaser, y'all. Check this out. Check this out. That's all y'all get. That's all y'all get. Y'all get that teaser. I'm telling you, Be Positive Productions. We out here. Y'all been warned. We've been trying to tell y'all, this ain't no after school project over here. This ain't nothing that we just doing to keep our minds occupied. No, we trying to do some things over here. So y'all be on the lookout. 10 o'clock on the Be Positive production page. It's also going to be on YouTube. We'll have a link for that. It's also going to be on Instagram Live. Y'all, that's all I'm going to say. Darrian, that's all you, my brother.
That's that. Well, yeah, we there. That's what we're going to do. Hey, and are you ready to run the new and improved?
Yes and no. So here's the thing. So check it out. I don't have the new and improved. Hold on.
Mother flub loving fussing that you done did for the last few weeks. And you got the nerve to tell me to my optic spams, my seeing glass, my seeing eyeballs, that we don't have the new and improved?
So check it out. I told you I couldn't get it. The way we recorded, it recorded straight too. I couldn't do it. I couldn't rip it. We should have recorded it a different way.
Okay. I remember that.
Yeah. I remember that. But here's the thing. I'm okay hearing this, knowing that it's not out there permanently on the podcast. If that makes sense.
Last Sunday. Saturday. When did we record?
It was Sunday. It was
last Saturday.
Sunday.
Last Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday we recorded a new ad because Dario was ready to put his foot in my ass if we didn't. So I did, and it actually can be heard on all of the prior pods now.
Yes. So, it can be heard. And
it sounds much better.
I'm articulate. Don't look like I'm reading every other word is a problem to me. It's better. I'm good with it. That's all I got for this, man. Like this, what else we got? I know y'all probably can't catch it. Y'all probably won't be able to see it, but this Saturday, me and Darrian are joining forces again. We got a show at 7 o'clock, and we're doing improv. Basically, we gonna do the podcast, but for somebody else. All right. So we got a private gig. It's gonna be on Zoom. We get to do what we doing. We ain't hit the stage in that capacity, and all we got to do is do improv. And if I wish we had a link that I could share for y'all, because we gonna get crazy. Me and Darrian, I'm gonna just say this, man. Me and Darrian. If you put a 1-2 combo on the stage, I don't know who beating us, man. I'm just saying. I don't know, man. Improv? I don't know, man. That's just my take. And it might be some people out there like, these people don't do improv. Like, I don't know. We'll challenge you. You give us a stage and give us a topic.
Hey, you remember when Bill Cosby and the old dude was doing the tap dance?
Yeah. Herb, what's his name? Yeah.
I forgot his name.
I don't know.
Challenge. I'm here.
Challenge. Come on, what's up? We ready. I mean, I'm telling you. That's all I'm going to say. But we got a private gig, man. It's good, man. This is our first private gig together, man, and it's going to be dope. We getting a little coin. You know, a little coin for it. You know?
he gonna tell me, he gonna say, hey, you want to do this gig? We going to get paid. I'm like, you could have just asked me to do the gig. You all the money for yourself. You know I'm down to do whatever.
No, man.
But, look, it's going to be great. It's going to be exciting. I'm pumped.
Me too. I'm hyped. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm super hyped for it. All right, we done with our little part. I'm hyped for today's guest. Chapter 29, we got the wonderful Tyler Volz. He's gonna come up in a second. But Darrian, I know you particularly excited about this. I am excited about this because I get to talk about something I really do love. I know I don't talk about it a lot, but I love it. It's fun. So we got him coming up right after short little minute-long break. All right, y'all. We'll be back. Peace. Hey! It's so good knowing that we re-recorded that dumb shit. But we back. We are back. We live with today's guest, chapter 29, Mr. Tyler Volz. Everybody give him a big round of applause out there in the little virtual world. Hey, Tyler. What's happening?
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Just so y'all know, he got the GOAT on his shirt. Just so y'all know. Tyler, back up a little bit. That's the GOAT right there on this shirt. Y'all see him, Mr. HVK. I'm just.
Let's go. Sweet Chin
the
Music.
greatest professional wrestler of all time. There is no discussion.
Sir.
Try and tell me it's Bret Hart, I'm gonna slap you in the teeth.
Damn, I'm shit. Y'all already lost me.
Sweet Chin Music.
Good old Sweet Chin Music, huh? Y'all already lost me, boy. Hey, look, I was a Rock fan. I was a Rock, Stone Cold.
You about to say The Rock?
Yeah.
You see, you like to be entertained.
I do.
Like wrestling.
Yeah.
It's the fine line that you walk, sir.
I mean, look, Stone Cold. You mean, come on? He was good wrestler. He was a good entertainer.
Good wrestler. Entertainment.
He was more entertainment. I get that.
We talk about the craft here, sir.
All right, you know who else I like? You know who I like? I like AJ Styles is good, man. I like AJ Styles, and I like Chicago boy, CM Punk, man. I liked him, man. He was good.
We're gonna ban any CM Punk talk for the rest of the podcast because I specifically told myself I was not going to bury anybody while I was on here.
Oh shit! I mean, what's wrong with CM Punk? Ain't he a Chicago boy?
What you don't know is that Tyler has been all on the indie scene in Chicago, man. So I'm pretty sure he's got plenty of stories about Punk.
Oh well, I got time. You know what I mean?
Not all people are nice people. Let's just put it like that.
Hey,
I can only imagine.
Hey, look, shit, you ain't gotta tell me nothing. I know that shit. Look, look. Quick story. I met the Pink Ranger, all right? So I met all the Power Rangers. I met the Pink Ranger, met the Blue Ranger. Those two, I want everybody out there to look in my face, cause I'm a diehard Power Rangers fan. Diehard. I got the shit.
True.
I got the shit tattooed on me. Let me get out the screen so you can see it. Y'all see that? Got it tattooed on me. I met these two son of a bitches. They the most evil people on the face of this planet. I can't stand those two. You know, I can't stand.
The Pink Ranger and who else?
The Pink Ranger and the Blue Ranger. Both of them can go straight.
Billy?
Billy is a little son of a gun.
The Pink Ranger was an asshole?
Asshole, bro. A whole asshole.
Oh, man.
Bruh. I was like,
that ruined my childhood fantasy.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, man. Look, anybody out there that like Kimberly, she ain't shit. I just look like the Pink Ranger ain't shit. I promise you. Tommy, I'm glad Tommy didn't get stuck with her ass. He would have been up a creek without a paddle. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I digress. Carry on. Darrian, take over, because I'm...
Now I just wish that we always would have got that Tommy Power Ranger versus CM Punk MMA fight that was supposed to happen a few years ago.
Look, I'll be honest. Tommy would have beat the shit out of him. I mean, look, and I'm going to see...
God.
Yeah. Tommy would have beat the living shit.
Tommy would have went in that bitch like...
Boy, I mean, he would have been all up in that bitch, boy, like, all them sounds. Man.
You stupid.
Hey, look, all right, look. Hey, we didn't even... Tyler, this is your show, man. Why don't you go ahead and tell the people who you are, what you do, what you're about. Go ahead.
All right, man. Well, let's kick it off. We're going to talk a little bit outside of wrestling, just because I feel like that's going to be the general conversation that's going to come up here the entire time.
That's fair.
A 29-year-old dude from the mean streets of Bolingbrook, Illinois. Mean streets, obviously very subjective. Illinois, born and raised, right outside Chicago. Lived in Bolingbrook pretty much my whole life. Currently, I manage a bar in Downers Grove called Pierce Tavern.
Okay.
Really, really nice hot spot right in downtown on the corner of Main Street and Curtis. If you haven't been, I highly recommend coming to check out our food, coming to check out our drinks.
Okay.
Outside of that, big fantasy football addict.
Hey.
Love the Chicago Bears.
Yes, sir.
Chicago Cubs. They don't always love me back, But, we'll see what happens. It's a brand new season. Maybe Trubisky's going to finally put it all together, and we're all going to shut up about it. Just a simple dude that just likes sports, drinking beer, likes having a good time, and obviously I love professional wrestling.
Man, look, that's what we're here for. Man, we got to come up to Pierce. Well, I'm here for the drinks, man. You said Pierce Tavern? What is it?
Pierce Tavern.
Boy.
If you like whiskey, we're your place.
He know me. This is the first guest to actually say that and be like, if you like, what? I'm there. Say less.
We might have to slide with the crew, T.
What's up?
Slide with the crew, man.
Let's make it a date. Shit.
Got you guys.
I'm down to drink.
Let's
Shit.
make it a date.
I'm down to drink.
All right, T-Man. Let's so start us at the very beginning, man. How? I said that I started watching wrestling at 2 years old. I'm 34 years old, so that's 32 years of watching wrestling. Let's minus maybe 1 or 2 for that high school drop off or whatever. Sure. But you yourself, sir, 29 years old. When? How? Where? Actually, my first question is, what match made you fall in love with wrestling? There we go.
I have the answer to that all wrapped in one.
Okay.
My parents always say that the first thing that was on TV when I came home from the hospital was professional wrestling. I don't know if that's true or not, but me personally, the one that sticks out in my mind that from my childhood, as much as I dogged him earlier on when I first came on, the 1-2-3 Kid against Bret the Hitman Hart from Monday Night Raw, when the 1-2-3 Kid almost became WWF champion. I want to say it was August of 1994. That match specifically just got me hooked. I looked at a guy like the 1-2-3 Kid. He's a smaller in stature guy. X-Pac is what people primarily know him as. Yeah. But 5'5", 5'6", about $175. But just watching him wrestle, it was like, wow, this is believable. This guy is, I'm a smaller guy myself. Like obviously now I'm smaller. But back then, I was a small dude. Just like, this is a guy that I can invest in and I can watch him do his thing. And I'm like, wow, this is somebody that makes it a reality for me to like this kind of stuff. It's not all the giants. It's not all Lex Luger and Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker. There are these smaller quote unquote work rate guys or guys that the high flyers, if you will. So from there, I was always drawn towards the guys like Shawn Michaels, the 1-2-3 Kid, Eddie Guerrero. I'm going to mention a name that, very, very controversial for a lot of people, but one of my favorite wrestlers growing up was Chris Benoit. And it just, obviously everything that happened, outside of professional wrestling transpired, but his in-ring work was untouchable.
Wait, what did he do outside?
What did he do?
I don't know.
Are you serious?
I know he was a punk rocker. Look, that's why we here. We asking the guests.
I almost threw my headset.
I mean, what he do? Look,
listen, man, Chris Benoit.
Oh, wait. No. My bad. Hold on, stop. I'm thinking of Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Wait.
You thought it was Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
Demo guy.
Yeah. Soon as you said Chris Benoit again, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, my bad. Yeah, man. Yeah. Ooh, that is kind of. But you know what? I fucked with him too, man. Before he went crazy, man. I mean, like that's.
Yeah, I mean, he brought a believable style, and I'll be the first one to say it. I had tears coming to my eyes at WrestleMania 20 when he won the belt. It's like, oh my god, I finally got to see this guy do it.
I think everybody did at that point.
Triple H do a job, which is impossible.
Yeah.
Look, man, you might have to speak in code for people, man. They don't know, like, they're not gonna know what a job is. They're not gonna know what a heel, a face, taking heat, burying somebody. They're not gonna know what none of that is, man. You gotta talk in code.
You guys want me to do that? I'll host an online seminar. Pay me $30. We'll go straight carny with this.
Hey,
I'll expose the entire business, brother.
Hey, that'll be when we change the font and the graphics to black. Be positive turns to be negative. That's
the ECW of podcasts.
Yeah, for real. We have an alternate podcast where we get 2 other people that look like me and Darrian, and they just or we get our girlfriends to air out our shit, and that's they the NWO.
Come on, man.
Dueling podcast.
Might be
all right, so you 1-2-3 Kid, Bret Hart, they did it for you. So talk about coming older. Like what events transpired that kind of got you into more curious about professional wrestling and thinking about, man, like, because I know you said that you've always wanted to be in the industry or in some shape, form, or capacity. So what transpired that kind of got you in that mindset?
Well, as I started to grow older, my interests, obviously, much like yourself at the beginning of the podcast, where your interest started to become women, and all, like you grew older, you usually fall out of your first love. And my first love always was professional wrestling. So much like yourself, I kind of did take a little bit of a step back towards from it. I always watched it. I always kept my eye on it. But once again, it was one of those things. Like when I was in elementary school and middle school, it was the cool thing to do. Everybody was running around on the playground, telling each other to suck it, or wearing an Austin 316 shirt. Me and my childhood best friend, like we had bootleg ECW tapes, bootleg Japanese wrestling tapes, all that kind of stuff. So like we were fans of the sport. And then obviously once high school kind of hit, I stopped paying attention to it a lot. I became more interested in like UFC and MMA and all that kind of stuff. But then so at the time, like when I started, UFC and MMA, like obviously, I was watching a lot of that. And then I discovered Ring of Honor Wrestling, which was an independent promotion that is currently running. And they prided themselves more so on being the quote unquote sport in the sports entertainment. It was, the real wrestling, if you will. So I discovered a guy like Davey Richards, who quickly became at that time, my favorite wrestler. I was like, wow, this guy's awesome, and led me to, start watching Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe and, guys like that, and that's when I discovered Impact Wrestling, then known as TNA Wrestling, all that kind of stuff. So I just kept my eye on it from there. And then there was a company called Dreamwave Wrestling, which ran in LaSalle, Illinois. My father managed a restaurant, and one of his servers, her husband was one of the promoters of the company. So they were bringing in Davey Richards for a show, and my dad knew that Davey Richards was like my favorite wrestler at the time. So he was able to finagle for us to get free tickets, front row, and then get a little meet and greet with Davey Richards and everything like that. And Davey Richards, in the main event of the show, he wrestled a guy that's actually now a good friend of mine, wrestles on the Chicago scene now. His name's Jason Hades. So just watched them have a match. Me and my friend were driving home that night, and it was kind of like, I think I kind of want to give this thing a go. I kind of want to try and get involved in professional wrestling. It's like, at the time I was 19 or 20, it's like, why not? Why not try?
Right.
You've always loved it. You've always wanted to do something similar to it. You've always wanted to do, not something similar, but you've always wanted to do this.
Yeah.
So why not just go for it? So started attending local indie shows here and there and just getting to know a lot of the wrestlers in the locker room, showing up, setting up rings, tearing down rings, running, grabbing drinks, pretty much doing whatever I had to do, like just to be a fly on the wall in the locker room.
Starting from the ground up.
Yeah, exactly. Just doing whatever I can to get to know anybody that can give me that in. And then I actually made friends with another guy that came from Bolingbrook, named Mustafa Ali, currently wrestles for WWE. And he's starting to run a training school right in Villa Park, actually. 5-star swap mart.
Yeah.
Right out on North Avenue. So
okay.
Kind of a one-stop shop for whatever your needs are. Professional wrestling, bootleg T-shirts, you name it. But,
hey, I'm with that.
So he trained me to wrestle. I wasn't very good. I wasn't the athlete that I thought that I was. I was in good shape, but I wasn't the athlete that I thought that I was. So I combined that with a few concussions that I suffered early on in my training, and kind of decided that maybe the actual in-ring portion of wrestling wasn't for me. So I kind of took a step back from that. But at the time, they had me doing a role with Dreamwave Wrestling. I was like a backstage interviewer. They had me under a moniker of Zach Braxton was my moniker there.
Okay.
So I kind of started to do that, started to pick up a few more bookings here and there, just randomly with that kind of stuff. And then one day, the promoter of Dreamwave, the commentator canceled on him the day of. And he just comes up to me and he's like, well, I'm paying you. I wasn't paying you that much. He's paying me like $20.
Hey, that's something.
I'm paying you.
That's something.
I'm going to get you a spot and you're going to do this. And let's just see how it goes. So I actually called my first ever show that I called. Ironically, Prince Mustafa Ali was in the main event. And then earlier on the card, it actually had the Steiner brothers, which was awesome.
Oh,
kind of like a
what?
childhood, like dream come true. The second Steiner eyes hit and they came to the curtain, I started freaking out and what we call marking out, at the commentary table. So just kind of snowballed from there and slowly just started to pick up on the craft and learn how to call professional wrestling. And then slowly but surely just kind of kept trucking along. And here we are today.
Look at that. That's one hell of a journey, man. Like basically, you put in the time. You was like a ball boy, and then you became, you became the man. Like that's a story. That's a story. Darrian volume didn't cut out. Hey, you get a point. You get a point for that shit. You get a point. You get all the words you saying right now ain't coming through. So those points. That's all I got to say.
But yeah, so I mean, I honestly, like, not even just commentary or ring announcing or doing the interview stuff, but I I started, I refereed a few shows. Like I was doing whatever I could just to get, involved with anything, and just wanted to pick the brains of everybody that was in the locker room. That was like the most important thing.
Yeah, that's so. Of all the people that you met at that early on stage, who is the one person that kind of stuck out besides Steiner? I know you said Steiner brothers, but like, what's one of those people that kind of like came along with you and you saw their path and y'all kind of paralleled it together? Who's that one person that you have that kind of started out at the same time?
So there's actually a few. There's a wrestler by the name of Paco that wrestles for AAW. Him and I actually trained together under Mustafa Ali, and we used to beat the shit out of each other when we were training. Like we would hit each other as hard as humanly possible because it was a competition against one another.
Yeah.
We were like, we want to be the top dog in this training class. But as everything kind of went on, it was like, wow, it's going to be, we're the two that are probably going to stick with this and actually do something with it. So let's kind of just be on this journey together and just let's have each other's backs. And then another one is actually we didn't train together, but we started being in locker rooms together, and we were slowly but surely became really good friends. Her name's Kylie Ray.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's a wrestler on the indies right now. Probably the pound for pound the best female wrestler in the world today.
Really? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
What's her name? Kylie Ray?
Kylie Ray. Yeah, Smiley Kylie is what they call her.
Okay.
She currently wrestles for Impact, and then just a bunch of and then just on indies, around Chicago, the Chicagoland area.
Yeah. She sounds like a nice little wholesome girl, Kylie Ray. Don't seem like you said she one of the baddest women on the planet. Come on, man. Like
1,000%.
Damn.
She's fantastic, and congratulations to her. I don't know if she's watching this or if she's gonna hear this or not, but she actually just got engaged. To another wrestler, Isaiah Velasquez. So congratulations to them on their engagement.
Congratulations. Do we hey, you think we got some wrestlers watching? If we got any wrestlers watching, check in. Check in with me. I bet y'all beat y'all ass. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Oh my goodness, that's out of control. Oh goodness. Man. Meanwhile, Darrian is just racking up the points here. It's just.
I don't even think we have a counter anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's just way too many points. No, I don't know. This is like his favorite chapter, and all of a sudden, his audio is just gone. Like, this is unreal. You know what it is? I jinxed us, Tyler. This happens in the pre-show. I was saying about how good this is, and it's every time I say something good, this happens. Boy, I tell you, at least what is this? Look,
no justice.
No justice. Yeah, no justice. All right, look, it looked like Darrian just dipped out. So here's what we're gonna do. He trying to look at this. Hey, you got a different moniker right now. Your name is Darrian D. Lou. Darrian, there you go. Talk. Y'all say something. Yeah, I can hear the buttons.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
You know what's crazy though?
What?
I can't hear shit y'all saying.
Dang. Hey, we about to sign language. Bring Queen back on. Hey, how about this? If you can read my lips, just ask the question, okay? Just.
Nah, still?
Yeah, no, we hear you.
Yeah, I know you can hear me, but I can't hear you. So this is great.
Just ask the question.
You just messed everything up, man. I appreciate it.
I didn't do nothing. I've been sitting here.
I'm gonna blame it on you.
See, people.
We gonna figure it out though somehow.
Here's what. Look at this. See, this.
Keep talking.
No, I'm. And you know what he should do? He should watch the time delayed live feed on Facebook, and then answer the question.
That's not gonna. I don't even know what you said. I can't lip read. I look like Queen. Do some sign language.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pen and paper. We're gonna make this work.
Yeah, right. I'm about to help my man out here. Hold on. I got an iPad. This is how we improvise. Tyler. Yeah, here's
wow, you really gonna pull up the iPad?
What? I'm trying to help my man in need. All right, look, Tyler,
we're gonna make some shit happen.
We're gonna make this work. Let's see if he can hear this. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to make sure. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if he can read this. I got it. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. Y'all. Darrian. Can you read that? He got a lot of points, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. Like, this is legendary. That's all I know. Shit. I told Darrian stop messing with them knockoff computers. He got a knockoff Apple. That's what's going on here.
You gotta stick with the brand.
Yeah, you gotta stick with the brand. You gotta stick with the guy with the brand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
boom, boom, boom.
What's up? We back.
All right, here we go.
Logged out. All right, I got questions. Goddammit, you can't talk for the rest of the podcast, Dario. I'm done. You can't talk. You can't say nothing. I said what I was saying before the Dario pushed the mute button. He got the master mute button and muted me because he didn't want me to have old parts in the podcast. Jealous and shit. I'm glad. I hope Rami watches this or listens to this because he loves Mustafa Ali. That's one of his favorite wrestlers. Yeah, I forgot my whole train of thought. I don't know nothing you just said for the past 3 minutes. But it's all good.
He said this one girl, what's her name? Kylie Ray is one of the baddest chicks on the planet, and she might be watching.
Kylie.
Yeah, we were.
He just got engaged to Isaiah, right?
Yeah, we were just talking about some of the people that I started off with, Paco, Kylie Ray, that kind of stuck with me. And then obviously, her getting engaged to Isaiah, who's the sweetest man on the planet. So congratulations to them yet again.
As far as all right, so we kind of walked through Dreamwave, which is all the way out in LaSalle, and Dreamwave is like it's a good time, man, because it's so different. One thing that was different about Dreamwave when I went there for the first time is that we walk in, and usually when you go to a wrestling show, like, you don't hear the commentary, but you walk into Dreamwave and you hear exactly what the commentators are saying and what's going on. So that was like super different. When me and a friend of mine, Chris, we walked in and went there for the first time. You talked about wrestling not being for you after you trained a little bit. Here's a fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. When I was about 24, 25, I went to, I don't know who it was. I don't know how. Actually, it was this guy named Brian Laushin.
Oh, yeah. I know Laushin.
Yeah. And Laushin is friends with Brandon. And Brandon, we met Laushin. We used to wrestle in Chris's house, just on some fun shit. And Laushin was like, man, dude, you really should give it a go. I said,
what?
Right, whatever. So he took me to Steve Boz, Tyler. Took me to Boz. He took me to Boz, and I think I don't know if it was me and Chris or just me, I can't remember. But we went to Boz, and I was there for 2 days. And Boz was like, yeah, like, we'll get you on the card. We can get you, you're all right. And I'm like, dude, this is my first fucking time here. Like, So my second time, he catches me in the bathroom, says the same shit. And I, like, pulled a muscle in my back. And I'm over this. I was like, this ring is hard as hell. Taking a bump in it. I did like a headlock takedown on a dude, and I damn near like ripped his head off. And I was like, this might not be for me. I executed a very well thrown drop kick though. I was very proud of myself with that.
Right, it was teaching you drop kicks on day 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, boss.
It was crazy. And I remember he threw a kick and he like slapped his leg and shit. And one of the students was like, did you really just slap your leg? And he was like, oh yeah, all the guys are doing it now. I'm like,
it's called the taste.
Yeah.
I got Steve Boz stories for days, bro.
We got time. What's up?
Steve Boz wrestled for Dreamwave. Steve Boz was cool, man. He was a nice guy.
He was a cool dude, man. Cool dude. You ever seen Dario? You ever seen the movie The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke?
Yeah, I have. Yes, I have.
This is how Boz looks. That's how he looks.
Really?
No bullshit.
Wow.
Sit up for body business, brother.
Okay. Wait a minute. So I just learned something new. Darrian was trying to become a wrestler? What?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
yes.
Who-
And let me tell you something. Honestly, had I just done it right out of high school, I might have like been cool, you know. I
Wow.
think that time like I didn't have the patience, and I just had the. I've always had the will to do it, but I don't think my body had the. I wasn't in shape for it. I definitely wasn't in shape.
I mean, you could have got in shape, man, bro. That would have been lit. Be Positive Wrestling. What's up, man? You could have helped us out. We branch into a whole new thing, man. Come on, dude. Like come on.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
All
but
right, T. So take us from Dreamwave. Well, what was the next stop, man? After Dreamwave, was it Funky? Did you do that?
So I started picking up some Funky Monkey Wrestling bookings, which is a company out in Sterling, Illinois. A little more family, Dreamwave is very, very family focused. But the big thing that they would always do was, they would book the card with like the local talents. Your Jason Hades, your Steve Boz, Marche Rocket, all those kinds of guys. And then they would bring in one big like ex WWF WCW name every show. So whether it was like Buff Bagwell, Steiner Brothers, Coco Beware, which greatest after party of all time was with that guy. We got him to sing the song Pile Driver at the bar. Like, it's a super fun time. But I started picking up bookings with Funky Monkey, which was a little more local, very, very local, very, very small, homegrown talent. A lot of the guys trained by Bobby Houston. So Bucky Collins was one of like the big guys there. Christian Rose, Matt Cage, Waylon Beck, like all those kinds of guys. So the thing that they kind of wanted me to do there, though, which was really cool, was normally when you're doing commentary, you have your play-by-play guy, and then you have your color guy. And then if you're running a 3-person booth, typically you have your bad guy commentator or your heel color guy in there as well. But 9 times out of 10, anytime that I would do a Funky Monkey show, I would be the only commentator. So I would be like Joey Styles in ECW, to where I would provide play-by-play and color. And so it was a whole new challenge for me, which was awesome. So what got me noticed by my next stop actually being freelance was when they were watching it. And I've known Matt Nix for many, many years. Nix and Castro, super, super great dudes, very, very good friends of mine. What got me noticed by them was actually not just they were like, we have our play-by-play guy, Maxwell at the time, who fantastic, recently left wrestling, probably about 2 or 3 years ago. Super great dude though. But what got me noticed was my he lost a lot of weight. He looks fantastic.
A lot of weight.
But they noticed my color man skills, which is instead of calling the moves, I kind of just fill in the gaps with little backstories here or there on wrestlers. If you're doing the heel role, you kind of you for lack of a better term, you shit on the baby face, put over the bad guy kind of deal. So what they wanted to do was they wanted to bring me in for a 3-man booth there when they were doing shows at the Abbey, which was a great time. The Abbey Pub was probably my favorite venue that I've ever done anything wrestling related in. But my first show there was Vic Capri versus Jason Hades, 2 Chicago legends, 2 guys that, probably 2 of my closest friends in wrestling, and then Ryland Fox being the manager on the outside just added to that equation, so it was really cool. So I was doing, kind of juggling 3 at the time. I was doing Dreamwave, Funky Monkey, and freelance, kind of here or there, just kind of picking them up whenever I could. I wasn't able to do consistently all 3 every single month, but I would kind of pick and choose which ones I was able to do. Dreamwave was always still a fun time. They kind of transitioned more into the PWG super indie style of wrestling company, where they stopped using so many local guys and started bringing in, a lot of the more well-known international talents. That's when that's when I met guys like Johnny Gargano, Brian Cage, Tommaso Ciampa, Candice LeRae, all the talent that you see now, like on NXT, a lot of the AEW guys, all that kind of stuff. The Young Bucks, I've got to call Young Bucks match, which is pretty cool. So.
I got a question, man. You said it was more family friendly, more family oriented. Like what you mean by that? Like what you mean more? It's wrestling. They fighting. You know what I mean?
So the shows themselves would be a little more family friendly. So no cursing, no blood. No all the fun stuff.
Okay. Okay. Look,
nothing sex wise or anything like that.
Oh, okay. We don't want that.
It's oriented towards the kids.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Look, that would have been horrible. What?
I'm gonna have to drag you to a live show, Dario. I'm gonna have to drag you to a live show.
Yeah.
It'll be very different than what you used to.
Look, definitely. I barely watch TV now, so anything is gonna be different. I watch the Lakers, I watch the Cubs, I watch all Chicago sports. That's what I do. You know what I mean? I don't know. So like anything. I watch Selling Sunsets on Netflix. I watch that.
Oh,
You know?
all right.
Like,
All right, T. So at this point, we're juggling Funky Monkey. You said Dreamwave, freelance. I would imagine that you've started to see some bumps in the road, some obstacles. So kind of give us some insight onto some of those things and maybe how you overcame that.
Well, I mean, obviously, like a lot of the bumps in the road, like with doing it, obviously, with what I do for a profession, for a real job. I was bartending at the time, and a lot of my wrestling shows would be Fridays and Saturdays. And obviously, if you're working in a bar or even a restaurant,
that's the busy
your
time.
Money times is Fridays and Saturdays. So I was taking a very, very big financial hit, taking off, 3-4, Fridays or Saturdays or a whole weekend at a time off. I was taking a pretty decent financial hit. It was, it was definitely something that was challenging. And it's something that anybody that loves professional wrestling does. Like they take that financial hit when they're doing something that they love because, they're hoping that, you never know who's watching that show. You never know who's listening to that show, in terms of my role. All it takes is that one person that's watching it, that's somebody, from WWE or now AEW or any of these big time promotions to notice your talent and want to give you a tryout or anything like that. But it was tough because, at the time I was also helping my parents with a lot of bills and stuff like that. And, I was trying to move out of my parents' house and, kind of get my own thing going and all that. So obviously the biggest struggle with anything with that was definitely financial. And just, it definitely put a strain on me for a little while.
That's pretty dope, man. Like that's with anything though, man. Like you got to go out there and know you're gonna take a loss somewhere. But if you pursuing your passion, man, that's part of the process, dude.
Oh,
like, that's part of it.
1,000%.
Yeah, that's
1,000%.
That's dope that you was able to do that. Like now, this is when you were just working as a bartender. You weren't managing. Okay, so how did your
I was just serving and bartending, so tips were my life. And,
man,
how did making my couple $100 on a Friday Saturday night shift? I was like shit.
How did you get out of that? How did your
am I paying this bill or am I going to eat?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, how did you come to your boss and be like, yo, I'm about to go do this wrestling thing, man. I'm gonna need this Friday and Saturday off. Like, how you get what?
I mean, they were honestly like the company that I was working for at the time. I was super chill about it for the most part because I had put so many. I was there for so long that they were like, all right, it's here or there, and I was kind of a workhorse for them too. So it was like, all right, if I take this Friday and Saturday off, I will literally open the close.
Oh, see,
Sunday through Thursday. If I have to. Like just to have this opportunity to go do my thing.
You was an indentured servant then. Okay, I see what's going on here. You was that's the trick, people. You got to sell a little bit to get a little bit. I got it.
I mean, at the same time, man, it's admirable because if you really look at it, it was more so about let me pursue this thing that I love as opposed to worrying about like
the repercussions.
The repercussions, my financial stability, my mental health at that point because if you really look at your financial that ties a lot into like what's going on with your mental and like your worrying and your blood pressure and the stress that it causes by not having the necessary means to do what you want money wise. You know what I mean? So it's admirable because it's like, man, I'm just gonna get out here and I'm gonna grind, and that's what you're doing when you're juggling like 3 promotions and becoming a commentator for 3 different promotions. You're juggling you got shows. Somebody could be doing your weekend is pretty much booked, and the way these shows work, it could be 3 Saturdays out of the month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or 3 Fridays out of the month, but you SOL. You know what I'm saying? So that's happening.
It was definitely, and one of the things I prided myself on, like with the wrestling stuff as well. It's like I'm working for 3 different promotions, even if it's the same guys on these 3 shows. The promotion isn't using the guy the same exact way.
Right.
He could be a bad guy over here, but he's a good guy here. And over here, he's, the top guy on the card, but on this one, he's, the lower guy on the card. So you gotta, you gotta balance. You can't call it like, all right, if he's the top guy here, but he's the lower guy here, I can't call him the same way both places. I gotta figure out how to change up my verbiage, how to, figure out a different way to call it if he's a good guy here and a bad guy there. So it's definitely challenging with that for any times that companies would share similar rosters. And I'm big on storytelling. Like my favorite professional wrestler right now is Eddie Kingston. Best storyteller in wrestling today. The most real human that you'll ever meet. but that's what it's all about. It's all about storytelling. Everybody knows that the stuff's predetermined or what have you, but how believable can you make something that everybody knows is fake?
Wow, that's a good point.
And for me as a commentator, that was my biggest role, is how can I make everything as believable as I possibly can within the confines of those ropes. I call professional wrestling matches like they're an actual sport because I want people to watch it and be like, wow, these guys are actually fighting for something. It's not them just, going out there and performing for a crowd. It's an actual fight. It's actually something that they are in a competition against them.
Do you have a certain style that you model? Damn it. Fuck.
Put it on the board.
God damn it.
You just said it for me. Put it on the board, baby.
Anyway, do you have...
You think peanut butter a couple of minutes ago?
Yeah.
Your tongue got stuck in your mouth?
God, why? Anyway. Tyler, do you have a certain commentary style that you model yourself after, a person that you model yourself after?
Person that I model myself after, obviously, in terms of professional wrestling, my favorite professional wrestler commentator of all time is Joey Styles. Joey Styles called it like it was an actual sport, and like I said, he would be the color man and the play-by-play guy.
Okay.
A big ECW fan, so that's going to be kind of the common theme amongst anything you guys ask me wrestling related. 9 times out of 10, it's going to come back to ECW.
Okay.
So obviously Don Callis, another ECW commentator for like a lot of my color stuff. Like I kind of looked up to him as kind of being like the role model there. But I kind of take a little bit from every single sport that I watch. Like,
okay.
I like the passion that a guy like Len Casper will call a cups game with. When
yes.
Play that happens. I try and figure out a way to articulate that kind of passion and channel it into something professional wrestling wise. As crazy as it sounds, a lot of people don't like Chris Collinsworth as a commentator for football. I think he's actually pretty good.
He's pretty good.
I'll take a little bit of Chris Collinsworth and figure out a way, how can I analytically explain this certain holder, why is he doing a thing this way? Because he's setting something up later on in the match.
Yeah.
It's all about strategy and stuff like that. So I take a little bit from anything that could be strategically placed in there. So like Joe Rogan, for example, whenever he would do his post-fight UFC breakdowns, when after like a knockout or like a big thing would happen, and he would explain the how and the why, and this is how it got there. That was a big thing that I wanted to figure out how to bring into the world of professional.
Okay, damn shit. Okay, I'm sorry, Dario. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I know we got like one more part. I know we got one more last part of this journey.
Yeah.
So I just got a question before that.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm just like, I like the commentating part of it because like that. I feel like that's a tough skill, man. Like to get up there and like you have to know the scripts of everything. You got to know how to call it and still keep your composure. So I'm like really intrigued by this part of it. But who do you think is the best commentator out there? I don't care what sport or what genre. Who is one person that you say is like, man, he got it. That's the one.
Well, the obvious answer is me.
Yeah. That's right, man. That boy, I'm with that. I like that answer.
No, I mean, honestly, like I'm a very, very big fan of Len Casper. I would say right now, like he's probably my favorite commentator for sure.
Yeah.
It has been for the past, decade or whatever that he's been calling.
Yep. I agree. I like Len Casper. You know why? Because Len Casper is actually real. Like he's real. You know what I mean? Like if you follow his Twitter, he doesn't tweet a whole bunch of like any controversial stuff, but the fact that he tweets and you could tell it's a real tweet. It's him. It's not an agent or a PR person that's doing it for him. So I agree with you. I like Len Casper. You know who else I like? I hate to even say this because I don't know. I like that dude Jason from the White Sox. I like him. Is he still
Jason Benetti?
Yeah. He's still the White Sox announcer. I like him. I like him a lot. Yeah. He's got a...
another super underrated one, Monday Night Football, Louis Riddick. I think he's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's actually really good. Yes, Louis Riddick is actually really good. I'm sorry, Darrian, go take it away.
Oh, you good?
No.
Yeah, you good. I'm like, you on here talking about the White Sox. You better quit.
I know. That's what I'm like, stop it. I'm done.
Just from, before we get into AAWT, I want to just get your perspective on how much studying and I guess like background, studying do you go into when it comes to moves, when it comes to stories of these wrestlers? How much time and effort goes into that? That's part one of my question, and then part two would be, are you more of a fan of 80s attitude era, modern era, like what's going on now in wrestling? What are you the biggest fan of? So if you get those two down.
I would definitely say I'll go with the second one first. Obviously, like I said, the Attitude Era, ECW, like that's stuff that I grew up with. The Monday Night Wars, like that, to me, wrestling was never better than it was in the mid to late 90s.
Yes.
In the early 2000s too. It was the most popular time that it ever was. Like you spoke of earlier, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, like, they were the two trailblazers.
Yeah.
Like, they took wrestling from just being this, this niche product that, people were still kind of not ashamed to watch or not ashamed to admit that they were a fan of, but, you had certain friends and certain people that you could discuss professional wrestling with, and discuss professional wrestling around. Because if you discussed it around some other people, you'd get that,
Yeah, that's fake. That's fake.
That's that fake shit.
Why do you like that? They wear panties. Shut up.
Yeah. But so definitely that time, for sure. I do keep up with a little bit of the current day product. Obviously not as much WWE right now, just because it's not as good as I think that it could be. The creative process just isn't what they're doing right now. Just doesn't do it for me as a fan of the sport. I'm a big fan of AEW right now. It's cool to see guys that kind of came from this upbringing that I did as well. They're indie guys, and now they're doing this on TV, and they're drawing almost 1 million viewers, or they did top 1 million viewers a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
it's
wow.
pretty cool. But I'm a student of the game, man. I'll watch anything. Like I go through phases with everything. Like there's times where I start watching 80s. I'll go through and I'll watch early 90s or late 80s NWA, early 90s WWF. It just really depends like what my mood is and what I'm feeling at that time. Because I think you can learn just a little bit from every single thing. Like I went through a time where I was watching nothing but Memphis wrestling, and I was like, man, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert's the fucking man. Like this is the guy that I was like, this guy should have made millions of dollars, And then I'll watch World Class Wrestling from the 80s, and it's like, man, Gino Hernandez would have been the best heel of all time had he not died, And then
Memphis.
I just go through phases, and I just love. I seriously, I love the sport as a whole.
Man, okay.
And then
some passion, boy.
You just. And then the first part of that was the homework that I do. I'll be honest with you, I'm an insomniac. I do not sleep very well at night. I have a subscription to the award-winning WWE Network, and I have a closet just full of just DVDs and VHS tapes. So a lot of the homework that I would do, like in terms of specifically learning about different moves or how to call specific matches and how to structure how you're going to call an entire show, I just picked up just by watching all that and just learning. The company that I currently work for, AAW, we're very storyline driven. So everything ties into one another and everything makes sense. The promoter, Danny, is tremendous at getting with me before the show and laying out what exactly the storylines are and how he wants me to get certain things across. And he gives me a lot of freedom to kind of do it my own way too, because he trusts me. He knows that I have the best interest of the product at heart, obviously. And then just a lot of times you just, if it's a new guy coming into the territory that you might not be too familiar with, you just get with them before the show, be like, hey man, give me, 5 or 6 different things about you, what are your big moves, what's something that's going to set you apart from everybody on here. And you always just try and build up the new stars as best as you can. One of the guys on the indies that was phenomenal at getting with me and talking to me and, this is what I want the story of my match to be, was ACH. And I hope I get the chance to call an ACH match again very soon, because it's, an incredible, the talent that this guy has. But he would always grab me,
Dario, you and ACH could be brothers or some shit.
Really? Yeah. Wait, for real? Let me look this brother up. What's up? How he look? His name is ACH?
ACH, yep.
Yeah.
But he was just phenomenal. He'd always just get with me and be like, this is what I want to do. Like, how would you call this specific thing here? How would you call it specifically there? And we kind of just collaborate with one another and make sure that we were able to get the best story told.
That's good, man. That's cool. I think it's just, I don't know, for anybody that's watching or listening, you hear how much time the man puts into his craft, and that's something that I pretty much stress to anybody that's trying to make something happen for themselves, or have a talent or a craft that you're trying to master. You
This
gotta hone your craft. You gotta practice it. You gotta keep going. It's like exercise. You know what I mean? And Dario can speak to that a lot. It's like exercise. You gotta practice that thing. You gotta get your reps in. You gotta study. You gotta do all you can to hone your craft, because if that's something you're trying to master that's gonna take you to the next level, man, you gotta be an expert in that. It's like playing 2K and you be able to play on Hall of Fame. It's exactly what that is. So.
it's crazy because like when you think of you, Tyler, you said that you go to sleep and you watch the WWE subscription, man. Like, dude, I'll get off of this thing, man, after I'm done with my day. My day is spent. Crazy. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I do a lot of YouTube videos for a lot of this shit. I really still don't understand, man, bro. Look, I mean, I tell you right now, I got this thing right here. I know enough to get me by. You know what I mean? But like, I'm just constantly looking at things, how to edit these videos, how to work a camera to get the most out of it, all that shit, man. And then, we wake up in the morning. I know TJ's watching. We right around 8 o'clock or so, me and TJ, another great comic in the city, by the way, Tyler. You should come check him out one day. Call one of his shows. I should let you be a host, by the way. That different subject, but he and I will sit there and we'll just create content or hone a joke. You know what I mean? Something that's already been out there and said. We'll just keep on crafting, chiseling it, make it better. So I'm 100% in agreement with that. Like you said, Darrian, bro, it's a process, man. You don't stop. I don't care what it is, man. If you want to be great at something, you're gonna work at that shit, man. I'm telling you.
100%. All right, so I think that's a perfect segue, Tyler, to what you were saying. You brought up AAW and how Danny trusts you with the product. So come give us the last portion of your journey, man, and how you got to AAW and how that all started for you.
So when I actually hooked up with AAW the first time, they had a kind of like a developmental company that they were working on at the time as well. It's called AAW Vanguard, and they wanted me to come in and do commentary for them there. So I started doing commentary from there, and then they would bring me in, kind of do interviews on like the main shows here and there, kind of would check in and out. Obviously, you're working for one company in Chicago. You kind of don't want to work for every single company in Chicago, obviously.
Yeah.
But then they got word that the guy who called their shows for 15 years, I believe, Phil Colvin, was getting ready to hang him up and just didn't want to do wrestling anymore. So he gave him a year. He's like, I'm gonna do I'll do one more year for you guys, then I'm gonna be done. So then they just contacted me and they were like, Dreamwave was closing up, so like obviously I was losing bookings there. And they were just like, hey, do you have any interest in coming to work for our shows? Mike Petkovich actually was the one that hit me up and asked me about it. And I was like, yeah, you know what, fuck it. Let's try something different. I've been sitting there, I've been doing freelance, I've been doing Funky Monkey, Dreamlight. I've been doing the same shows for a couple years, and it's like, as much fun as I was having, it wasn't challenging to me anymore. It was, truthfully, I would show up to a show and be like, all right, when can I crack my first beer?
Ha!
And I would, and it's just like, I'd just drink beer. It's like, all right, I know what I'm calling tonight. Like, it is what it is. There's no challenge in this anymore. It's not, it was fun, but it wasn't, my passion wasn't there. It was like, I'm just going to get hammered and just talk into a microphone and we'll see where it goes. So when a new challenge like this comes up, obviously AAW, their name's synonymous with independent wrestling. They're the top independent wrestling company in the world as far as I'm concerned. And I've said this before I even started working for them. That was a goal of mine, was to get here. Okay. So when they hit me up, they're like, all right, come in, and they're like, yet again, it's that super indie style of wrestling, to where like they were bringing in, everybody and anybody and everybody at the time, Phoenix, Pentagon, Chris Hero, Jimmy Jacobs, all these guys. So it was like, you know what, let's challenge myself. I'm going to consider myself to be the best. I need to go call them. So started calling shows for them, and then everything kind of just snowballed from there. Completely changed my style up 110% from being this, I got to, call every single thing that's going on in the ring as fast as humanly possible, because that's what a play-by-play commentator's job is, to like, you know what? No, I got to slow things down a little bit. I got to let things breathe. I got to let the crowd react. I got to let that crowd reaction get over on the DVDs that are being sold. And it just completely made me change my style. And I learned how to pick and choose when I would elevate, my voice or elevate the things that I had to, put over, so to say. So it was a whole new challenge for me, and it was like, all right, now it's fucking go time. Now this is my passion's back, and I'm ready to do this again. And I was like, I'm considering myself the best commentator, on the Indies at this point, with the exception of Lenny Leonard. He's fantastic, but I was like, now's my time. Now's I want people to talk about me the same way that I talk about Lenny, the same way that Lenny talks about Michael Cole, or the same way people would talk about the greats of the past. Like that was one of my biggest goals.
I think one thing that I could take away from what you just said is that everybody that's got a craft or a field that you're in, or you're chasing a dream, there will probably become a time when you'll either get bored or you'll get tired of chasing that particular thing. Okay? And most important thing that I think we can take away is we have to always find a way to reinvent ourselves or challenge ourselves, because that is what that passion that you have, that fire that you have, that flame can dim. You know what I mean? You gotta find something to reignite that flame to keep you going, because I put up a video on my Instagram that I shared from a couple of years ago at a J. Cole concert. He just said, listen, if you got a dream, don't fucking stop. Just keep going. Yeah. And who is this? Corey in the comments, he said, grind to the gear till you break the gears. You grind till you break the gears. And that's what you got to keep doing, because this thing ain't easy. It ain't going to be easy. Nothing that's worth having is going to be easy. You got to keep grinding it out. Because the minute that you stop, you're probably this close to where you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? For it to finally break for you.
Yep.
So everybody that's watching, everybody that's listening, man, whatever it may be, you could be going to school to get your master's degree. You could be on a wrestling journey. You could be on a comedy journey. You could just be trying to be the best at your job to be promoted. Like, keep grinding the shit out. And no matter how tired or how boring it may seem after a while, because it's a repetitive thing that you keep doing. You know what I mean? It's not a challenge. You have to find some way to ignite that flame and just get yourself going. Yep. Get yourself going again. Dario, you scratching your chin, so I know what that means. No, you got something to say. No.
I ain't got nothing to say. This is called.
No, I know you.
No,
there's something hidden for you. So you like, yeah.
I'll be honest. Hey, this time, this is a nervous pull. Look, these are the longest my chin hair has been for a little while. Honestly, everything you saying, like just thinking about Tyler, the journey. Everybody on this podcast that we've had, all the chapters said the same thing. The one consistent thing is, the shit ain't easy. You know what I mean? You gonna go through it. You know what I mean? And you got to stick with it. And I gotta imagine this has got to be particularly hard because I don't want to say a niche crowd, but it's not something that is really out there in the mainstream. And if for advancement, you really got to stand out. You know what I mean? That is what I'm thinking. You gotta stand out because there's probably a lot of people that want this. You know what I mean? Like, and that's got to be tough. It's like comedy, man. Comedy is one of the hardest things that ever. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But
I mean, like my partner in AEW, Marty DeRosa, comedian in Chicago as well.
Wait, what?
I was waiting for you to drop that because I know Marty DeRosa been at my buddies before, and I know Dario know Marty DeRosa.
What?
So I was just waiting.
It.
Yes.
What the hell?
Marty DeRosa loves wrestling, bro. Loves wrestling. Loves it.
Wait a minute.
He got a pretty cool podcast with his girlfriend Sarah. Marty and Sarah love wrestling.
What?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Wait, how you know? Oh my goodness. So what's y'all relationship? How you know? What's up?
Me and Marty, Marty's my co-commentator at AEW.
What?
Yeah. And he's, I truthfully, I would put us against any commentary team on the planet right now. Like, we're, obviously with the pandemic going on, we haven't had a chance to do this since, I haven't done a show since, I think, December of last year. So I'm, I got one next Thursday actually, and I'm like, All right, it's time to put this shit
I'm
back together.
so shook right now. I'm the most shook I've been in what that is what that's a small word. I didn't know this. Well, you know, Marty and I we talk we I'm not gonna say we like the best of friends. We talked, we worked together. But we did talk about wrestling one time and I knew he was a wrestling fan. This is a small ass world. What the hell?
Yeah, I was chatting with him earlier today, actually. So.
What did you tell him he was gonna be in this podcast? You was gonna be in this podcast?
No, I'm gonna have to tell him that we did it, and then have him check it out.
This is
signal boost to his thousands of followers because
wow.
On the internet.
Okay, all right. This is wow. Okay, damn. I'm shook, bro. Look, all right, damn. We out here, bro.
It's honestly, that's the craziest thing, man. You can it's at 6 degrees of separation. You can always tie your worlds together.
Yeah,
6 small steps.
That is amazing. Like, look, man, you gonna catch me doing some shit that the motherfuckers don't understand. Like, actually, actually, you probably will. Coming soon. I got some things going. Hey, a lot of NDAs being signed this year. Yeah, NDAs are a good thing, people. If you're signing those, you own. I got a question.
All right, Tyler, man.
Oh, my bad.
Go.
No, I got a question. Like, this is like the one time where I'm like very low on the totem pole. This podcast, like my knowledge is right here. I'm like, if this was the Attitude Era, I'd be like your number one person. Like, I could talk all day about it, but this is not. This is 2020. But I got a question, Tyler. What's next? Like, how do you advance? What do you want to do? And what's after all this? Like, what's the advancement? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's definitely it's tough to kind of put a finger on that. I mean, obviously, is to be able to do this for a living because it's something that I'm passionate about and it's something that I think that I've put a lot of time and effort into trying to become a master of the craft. So I mean, it's more so just getting the right person to watch or the right person to notice. A lot of my friends obviously have gone on to do things with WWE or AEW, Impact, New Japan, a lot of places out there. So the biggest thing, honestly, for me in terms of advancement, I've done it before, but I'm thinking it might be time to do it again. It's for lack of a better term, it's time to put your fucking nuts on the table.
Let's go.
Send it out there and
let them bitches hang.
Just
what's up?
Let's see what happens.
Let's go.
If they notice me, if they think that I'm talented enough to do something for them, great. If they don't, I mean, it sucks. Rejection's a part of life. Been rejected, multiple times by not just wrestling, but females, jobs, this, that, or the other thing.
Those two things don't matter. Women and jobs don't matter.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But the biggest thing that I can look back on is that for almost 10 years now, I've gotten to live my dream. Even though it's only 1 or 2 times a month, I've gotten to do something that I've always wanted to do. And a lot of people have the opportunity to be able to say that they did that. A lot of people are scared of, chasing something that they're passionate about because, they're scared of, other people's reactions or,
Embrace,
what if I'm not good at it?
Embrace that fear. Embrace that fear. Y'all go.
So you're good at it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
If you love something, if you're passionate about something, who cares how anybody else reacts to it? I don't care that people are like, wow, that guy, professional wrestling commentator. You're goddamn right, I'm a professional wrestling commentator because I love professional wrestling. I always have, I always will, and it's the thing that gets me out of bed every single day.
Shit.
The fact that I know that I have in 7 days, I'm gonna get to do something that I've always wanted to do again, better than anybody else on this planet does. And it motivates me. I'm so excited to be able to step into the middle of the ring at Bourbon Street next Thursday and yell to the crowd, "Welcome to 115 Bourbon Street," and then get on the microphone and call the best wrestling on the planet. That's what motivates me. That's what gives me joy in life. Outside of, being an uncle and, my family and my friends and, life's all about things you're passionate about. And if you're not willing to fight for your passions and you're not willing to chase your passions, all you're doing is setting yourself up for an unsuccessful life. And quite honestly, you're not doing anything to make your mental health any better.
Hey, ooh. That last part right there, shit. Hey, what I say, Darrian, on topics, just don't stress a nigga out. I'm sorry. I'm just look. Hey, that's the fact right there, man. If my mental health over everything, I promise you that. I'm gonna do what do. Let me stop talking before I get another point.
At the end of the day, just do what makes you happy, man.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to. T, man, we really thank you for being on. We enjoyed you, man. Enjoyed your knowledge, enjoyed your journey. This has been great, Dario. I know you feel the same way.
Oh yeah, And
Dario, like, man, I get my wrestling game up.
Yeah, bro. I thought man, y'all talking on. I want to know where is this some place around here in Chicago? I'm on the north side, bro. Is it shows out here? You know what I mean? Like that I can come to. Like you do stuff out here in Chicago.
Don't worry about it, Dario. I got you.
All right, bet. All right, okay.
I will say that the closest that we will ever run probably to the north side will be Logan Square. That's really not that close at all, but
it's close. It's actually that's like 10 minutes from me. That's not even far.
Yeah. But yeah, so but for the foreseeable future, we're doing everything at Berkman Street and Marionette Park, just because it's the venue that makes the most sense for us in terms of having to do the correct
social distancing
and all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Darrian got me.
It's lit in there though. Yeah, it's lit.
Oh, Bourbon Street's a fun time, man. It's outside of the Abbey. That's probably my second favorite venue to do everything. I do love Logan Square as well. I hate the setup of Logan Square, but I love doing shows there.
Man, then you make me.
The Abbey was like, the Abbey was so like just, oh man, the Abbey was just different. It was just different. It was on a whole nother level at the Abbey.
Dude, it was literally people were just stacked on top of each other. It was awesome.
Really?
Man, it was so dope. It was the atmosphere of it, and like, I mean, if you go to an independent wrestling show, like you hear everything, but at the Abbey, dude, like if somebody gets slapped, like you feel like you got slapped right with them.
Yeah,
that's not crazy.
Man, bring me one of these things, man. Bring me one of them. Like I want to see, man. I'm talking my shit too. I'm talking. I'm coming.
Trust me. You get some drinks in you, you gonna have a good time.
Oh shit! Give me my Jack and Coke. It's a wrap. Let's go. Let's go. I'm with that. I'm with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Like.
All right, Tyler, man, this been a long one, but it's been a fun one.
It's been fun.
Tyler, so we at the point of the show, but we about to close it out, man. But before we do that, we would like you to give us a honey roast. So for those that are watching for the first time or listening for the first time, a honey roast is basically where we get a chance to give the guests an opportunity to highlight someone that has supported them, motivated them, or been an inspiration to them along with them in their journey. So Tyler, take the stage, man. You can shout them out. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, however many you want, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I forgive me, anybody that is listening or hears this, if I do leave a name out or forget to mention you, because there have been, and especially for my life specifically, there's been a lot of people that have supported me along the way. Both my brothers, my mom and my dad, obviously. They've known how much I've loved this wrestling thing my entire life. Obviously, they're the ones that bought me my action figures and my toys, and my older brothers were the ones that I would play wrestle with in my, my parents' house. I mean, my oldest brother almost broke my neck with a pile driver on Christmas Eve one year, But it's like they've always sat there and they've always been like, it's cool that he actually chased after it. It's cool that he actually did it. So for having them, be there is pretty cool. Just a slew of friends, from, my friend Sean, Alex, Donnie, Ryan, so many different people. And even in the comments here right now, Corey. Corey's my chef at work, actually. And, they're all been, super supportive. They always ask me, oh, when's the next one? How can we come see that? How do we, come watch you do the thing that you love to do the most? And it's like, seeing them, Corey, like I said, he's a chef, for example. He's very, his passion's food, so for him to, he shares the same passion for food and for, creating a menu that I share for doing this. So it's two different opposite ends of the spectrum, obviously, but it's two parallels that it's like when you can hook up with people that are passionate about the things that they love, you can bounce off each other and you feed off each other, and it's a really cool feeling. And then obviously the people, involved in the world of wrestling, I spoke about Mustafa Ali already. Yeah. That guy, he's done so much for me that most people don't even know about. We still keep in contact. We talk probably 3 times a week. Early on, like when I was starting out, I had so him, Michael Schaffer, who wrestled as Michael Flannery around the local scene here for a while. Jason Hades, Victor Pre, Nick Brubaker. Like I was accepted into this what many people consider to be the elite group of the Chicago independent wrestling scene.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me to come change in their locker room instead of being out in the locker room with everybody else. They wanted to, teach me the right way. So like that, like I had those guys, to help me out along the way. And then just now, obviously everybody at AEW, from Mike, Danny, Trent, Brian, Marty, Sarah, like there's so many people that, have been integral and been just a tremendous part of this journey that I'm on. It's been just great. It's awesome that people, you have your detractors obviously, but for the most part, you have so many people that support what you do and they root for you to succeed. And if you do the same for them, that's how you create, something that's worthwhile, and that's how you create, friendships, which is the most important thing anybody can have in this world, because your friendships become family, and those are the people that you can rely on more than anything in the world.
Y'all here, boy? Huh? Okay. Let me put my goddamn glasses on, see this clear. Yeah, this shit, boy. This man has said a word. He said a word, Tyler. My man, we truly appreciate you, man. Won't you go ahead and tell the people where they can find you, where they can follow you, whatever they can get in touch with you with.
Follow me on all social media. Well, not all social media, because my one Twitter account got banned, but I'm either at the Tyler Volz or Tyler the Voice on Twitter.
Okay.
Follow AAW at AAW Pro on all social media. AAWOndemand.com is our live streaming service. We are back next Thursday night at 115 Bourbon Street. We have a schedule of shows that are going to be going on probably for the next 4 or 5 months at 115 Bourbon Street. So keep your eyes peeled on social media in terms of tickets and everything like that. We are going to be live streaming the shows as well.
Hey.
I don't know exactly what streaming service they're going to be on yet, but as soon as I know, I'll definitely make sure that we put all that information out there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then obviously follow Pierce Tavern, hot new bar in the suburbs, and it's one of the coolest places that you can possibly go. If you like whiskey, we're the place.
Let's go. We love whiskey. We don't like it. We love it. Yeah. Hell yeah. I drink that shit like a baby bottle. Give me that. Give me that. I'm sorry, Darrian. That didn't make sense. But whatever. Darrian, what you got? Final thoughts, my brother.
T, man, thank you for being on, man. When we reached out to you, he was nothing but excited and enthused and ready to do whatever we asked, man. So it's people like you in this world that we appreciate very much so, brother. Just keep on keeping on, man. I've been a supporter of you for a while, man, and I can't say nothing but great about you, sir. When there's a lot of darkness going on in the world, there's people like you that draw a little light. So keep doing what you're doing, man, and keep your passion going. And like I said, man, I know sometimes it's a little rough, it's a little rocky, man, but just keep at that thing, man. You'll get it, dude. You got talent. I'm not the only person that see that. It's a lot of other people that see that. So just keep pushing forward, man. And it's everything will work out how it's supposed to. I know that for sure. That I do know for sure. To everybody that's watching, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all double back. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, iHeartRadio, all of that good stuff. Man, I named a couple of them off with
yeah.
What you call
I see you, bro. Hey, I was trying to hurry up and pull it up. I'm like, God damn, this man is all right. Damn, Darrian is on it. Shit, my man. I like that. Shit. Well, hey, all right. Well, hey, look, y'all. My final thought is Tyler said it. It's like the last words he said. Corey is right here in the chats. For those of you that listen, we do the live chat. You get it by now. But he said it. Y'all, lift up your friends. I had a little mini rant/breakdown last night. Respect, lift up, love, encourage your friends. If 2020 has taught us anything, we need more of it, okay? And you got a lot of friends out here that's doing things. Y'all need to support your friends. We all done face hard times this year. And supporting small business is probably one of the best things we can do right now to help out our people, besides just being nice. That's all. That's it. You know what I mean? If your friend got a show, go to it. You know, if it's your friend, you know what I mean? If you support them, you say you support them, don't just hit the like button, hit the love button. Take the extra seconds to make sure it go to the heart. You know what I'm saying? Do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Repost something. Listen, turn on the podcast and let it just run in the background. You can turn the volume down. Just let it run. But you know what? Support your friends. That's all I got to say on that. Tyler, thank you for that little bit. Darren, you got something to say, man?
Hey, I'm a big advocate. I don't like my shit no more. When they put the heart up there, you should start loving everything. Don't do me this. Give me one of these.
Love it.
Because I love y'all too.
Yeah. Support your friends. That's all I got to say, man. From everybody here at Be Positive Podcast, Tyler, thank you, my brother. He's Darrian. I'm Dario. We do this every Thursday at 7 o'clock, man. We love y'all. We got a lot of things coming up, man. Y'all stay safe. And until next time, y'all, be positive. We'll catch you. Peace.